Good day, my good loving humans. Good day, good day, good day. And meanwhile, I'm still thinking. My good humans, here we are, ready to be completely present, ready to keep the main thing, ready to be travelers up the street called trust, headed to the ultimate destination that is the Tower of Power, that is the understanding of self. Here we are. Here we are. Ready to climb into our super suits. Ready to make the proactive choice of planting our feet in front of us and saying that freedom is at our feet. That we can be free from the past and unafraid of the future because we are practiced at being present. Here we are. Ready to flex our willpower muscle by being completely still and engaging in this beautiful habit together with our minds separate yet one. Let us set the container. So I have been fixing an enormous hole in our ceiling from some water damage a number of years ago when things were different. It's a plaster ceiling. Oh, I have never done plaster before. Never fixed a hole in the ceiling this size before. It's a big hole, like 4x4. It's not easy. Plaster is fast drying and absolutely near impossible in the corners. I'll save you the extended story of plaster all over me, because the real point is about all of the scrapes and punctures scrapes and punctures that I have seemingly endured during this process. Note, I'm pretty handy, and like I can build things and such, and yet, damn, ouch. The last 2 days, I have just been banging up my hands, and 2 days ago, absent-mindedly, I yanked on a pail of dirt in the yard and didn't realize that it was holding up an old door that had a broken piece of glass, and the door came down almost on my head, and rather my hand. So I got a nice deep cut on the outside of my hand also. Indeed, and this is not even the point. The point is that I have banged each of these cuts and scrapes so many times in the last 36 hours that I am reminded of the proprioception of the body. So yes, muscles contain proprioceptive afferents, nerves, which informs us of our movements and regulates our motor activities, right? This is like when you close your eyes and you kind of know where your hand is, right? That's what I'm saying. When you can reach out with some sense, when you know that someone's about to touch you, this type of thing, right? Proprioception is your awareness. It's kind of like this hidden sixth sense. Most of this connection and stuff, it happens outside of our awareness, though. We're not walking around all day thinking about all of the different ways in which we are having like our tushies coming in contact with chairs. It's more like a silent partner. So, indeed, we do not know how our bodies come in contact with the world, with the walls, with faucets. The cut that is on the outside of my hand, my goodness, I have banged so many times that I just can't even believe how many times and where, like the oddest places, that it started to make me think, yesterday night, am I sort of like enjoying the self-inflicted pain? Not really. And yet, we all know what it is like to rebite our lip. So, all of this is only really to ask one question, and I have not Googled this yet. It is just in my mind. What if our emotions also have this proprioceptive element? Now, it wouldn't be like nerve endings, or would it? I'm not sure. This is kind of all I got for you today. I've not stopped thinking about this since about 2 p.m. yesterday. What if my sadness or my anxiety or my anger or my fear is all day long banging around like the cut on the outside of my hand? What is banging around in you? Let's get to the center and see, shall we? Let's do that. How do we get there from here? Well, we get there by going within. We get there by going into our best selves with beginner's minds, with patience, with faith, and with devotion, rather than impatience, rather than indifference, rather than mistrust. Let us become who we were meant to be today. And by today, I mean now, like the now that's going to transpire in about 16 minutes when this is all done. This meditation, it seeks to connect you. It seeks to keep you sharp. It seeks to connect you to the universe that is you. It seeks to boldly go where no one has gone before, deeper and deeper into the epicenter of our circles. Because a focused mind is a concentrated mind, and a concentrated mind is a satisfied mind. So say we all. I know that I want to believe. So let us all together begin to breathe. If you're seated, your feet are to the floor and your palms are in your lap. If you're lying down, each limb is touching the surface. If you're in the lotus, I dare say you know what to do, though keep your back straight. If you're standing like me, a little tai chi, and keep those legs shoulder width apart so that you don't fall over. And a little suppleness in the knees. You know what I'm saying? Indeed, indeed, indeed. This can be done standing up. So, these beautiful breaths, they're going to allow us to expand our diaphragms, to fill the diaphragms with air like an accordion. We're going to bring the air up into the chest and up into the head. Yes, as Wim Hof says, a light pause. As Wim Hof says, fully in, fully out. As Michael says, a light pause at the top and a free fall down, which will allow us to release that air, not expelling it. We're not pushing it out. We're not trying to hyperventilate. Just let it go. Let it go, man. Let it go. This may make you a little lightheaded and a little nauseous, and that is okay. Pins and needles, mad cool. So let's do this together. About 10 times, breathing deep into the nose and out through the mouth, or whatever works for you. Breathing deep. And release. 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 3, breathing deep. And release. 2, breathing deep. And release. 1 more time, breathing deep. And release. This time allowing that breath to fold into your physiology. Allowing the senses and your attention to turn on to the object form, on to the outer body. Begin to flutter. Close your lids at your own pace, focusing your attention to the lower limbs as you have them, if you have them, what you have. Feet, ankles, toes, fascia of the soles, the calves, the knees and joints, the long hamstrings, the weighty quads, thick glutes, all together, squeezing down, drawing in, calling attention to your outer membrane, noticing that as you take hold of one muscle group, you lose focus of another, drawing them in all together, creating tension, overriding tension. And when you have it all together, let go. Feeling that release, the body loose, finding the root, finding the line of the chakra, the base of the spine, the sacral and solar plexus, the heart center, as you have and if you have and what you have of the ribs and the cage, of the miles of digestive tract in the stomach, brain, belly, all together draw in the root, squeeze down the abdomen, tight the pectoral, wind the torso, feeling overriding tension. And when you have it together, let go and feel loose. Finding the upper back and shoulders. As you have and if you have and what you have of bicep and tricep, of forearm, of wrist, of palm, of digit. The neck together, squeeze down. Drawing in all that you can. Taking hold. Creating tension, overriding the tension. And as you have it together, loose and let go, feeling the outer body falling away, finding now the head, as you have and if you have and what you have of eyes and sockets of ears and lobes of teeth, of tongue, of gums, skin of the cheeks, sinus, throat, follicles of hair, crown, squeeze down, drawing in, creating tension, focused attention. And when you have it all together, let go. Let go and feel that release. Let loose the outer body. Feeling the inner glow. Letting go of each thought, of each distraction, release without attachment. Do not resist. Just relax. Letting go to the vibration of the tone, to the reverberation of voice. Letting go to the sunshine beaming from your pocket. Letting go to the center of your circle. Feeling this moment of self-awareness, the expanse of your sphere of influence, feeling consciousness rising in you, the crystal clear you coming into focus. As you use your free will to choose imagination, to be the artist of you, the creator of an image. Each artist uses an instrument, be it pen, brush, chisel, guitar, drum, voice. Choose your instrument for now. And on the vast expanse of your self-awareness, with long, smooth strokes, strums, or hums, create the image of a pointy leaf. Let the colors come. Let the tones tell you. This foliage, this leaf, comes in colors. As you flow, connect to the connection that is flowing inside of you, to the electric that is surging free, to the cosmic you, to the universe that is you. You create this image. You set this scene. Allow your scene now to float in the expanse that is all around you. Let go of your instrument. Let go of your imagination. Let go of your free will. And in consciousness, be. If you have been here before, be for the first time. In the complexity is simplicity. This pointy leaf, this sharp object of nature, this guide for you. Eye now, reach for your scene, holding it up to the sunshine that is beaming from your pocket. Begin to smooth it into a ball that will exist as a universe inside of you. Holding the ball out in front of you now. Peer one more time into the scene and see the image of this pointy leaf. And as you do, release the ball, allowing it to drop and splash into the center of your circle. And as it splashes down, feel the ripple pushing forth. And as the ripple pushes forth, let go of all that you do not know. Let go of all that you may not understand. Let go of all that you cannot control, because that is okay. And as you feel your circle expanding, as you feel that ripple, feel the pulse and the expansion of your acceptance. And an affirmation, and out loud if you can now say, I will use my self-awareness to focus on what I can control. I will my free will to focus on what I can control. I will use my imagination to focus on what I can control. I will use consciousness to focus on what I can control. I am the programmer, and this is my program. In between the stimulus and the response is where we stand in the center of our circles, where we have the power and the freedom to choose our responses. So say we all. And now, call your attention again back to a light breath. And with a breath light, allow the world back on to the head and neck and shoulders, onto the outer body. With a light breath and a breath light, allow the world back on to the body, onto the heart center. With a light breath and a breath light, allow the world back on to the body. Take hold of your root as you have and if you have and what you have, upper and lower limbs, stomach, brain, belly, calling your attention back. And as you do, begin to flutter open your lids. Begin to focus on the you of now, the you of this moment, the sharpened you, the focused you, the you who has never left, the you that knows that you are not the drop in the ocean and that you are the ocean in the drop and that we are the tide. My good humans, if you got that cold water, do drink it down. If you have the time, please spend the time writing down how is it that you will use this image of this sharp leaf. How will you use that image to stay sharp today? How will you connect in a way to this moment later on today when the world is bearing down upon you, when you are being dragged into the deep water by your ego, when you are stuck in that difficult conversation? How will you remind yourself of the moment where you can be sharp, that you can stay sharp, that you can stay connected to your emotions, that you can be impeccable with your word? My good humans, I love you individually and as a group, wherever you are and whenever you are. See you back here tomorrow. The song today is T-Rex, Bang a Gong. Peace and love, my good humans. Peace and love. Stay safe.